So this judge out in Texas dismisses some charges against this young black man um, that was arrested for allegedly walking while black. Now he was obviously arrested for other things, but this judge is pretty dope. I want y'all to see this. I still have concerns, but I'll share that at the end. I have concerns about the gentleman that they arrested, but from a legal perspective, this judge is dope. All right. I mean, I'll let the story or let the video play. But these are the types of judges we need. That's what I'm gonna start out with. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, it's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Mr. Abiola, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with evading arrest. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On both of those cases, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, on May 30th, 2024, officers observed 2 black males walking out of Bedford Place Home Association Park, which is closed after sunset. Officers made contact with the defendant and another male who advised they did not know the park was closed. The defendant kept reaching near his waistband and pocket. Officers attempted to conduct a Terry frisk on the defendant, resulting in the defendant running. Foot pursuit lasted approximately 25 to 30 yards. While running, a black handgun fell from the defendant's waist area. Defendant stated the gun belonged to his mother. Officers recovered a Glock 23, loaded with 1 bullet in the chamber and 7 in the magazine. 15 additional bullets were found inside defendant's book bag, and an extra magazine containing 18 bullets, a total of 41 bullets. Defendant's father arrived on scene and stated the defendant's mother is the one who purchased the weapon for the defendant. Defendant is 19 years of age. He has 2023 unlawful carry of a weapon, non-suit as a juvenile, no out-of-county criminal record.
My bad, forgot I was on mute. Real quick, in case y'all missed that, I just want to clear up. They basically stopped him in a park. He was in a HOA, like a HOA community, like a community build or whatever you want to call it. Bunch of houses in a community, HOA community. It was late at night or after dark or something like that, and the officers stopped him and told him the park was closed. And he said, him and his friends said, "Oh, I didn't know the park was closed." And from there, they decided, I guess based on some of the movements that he was making, they wanted to search him. That was the mistake the officers made. Had no real reason to search these individuals for walking through the park. Walking through the park after hours. You could ticket them, I guess, but you had no reason to frisk and do all of that, right? So that's where we're at this point.
Here's the rub. What's he doing? Walking while black? What's he doing? What's he doing wrong? Was he under arrest? And all I see is that they go up to him and they just start searching, right?
I believe.
Walking while black. Mr. Abiola, I'd be very careful. You know, where you go, what you do, may not end up well for you. I'm going to find no probable cause on this case now.
Thank you,
Mr. Abiola, be careful. Just take a seat for me in the back, please. Don't leave. I found no probable cause. Guys, keep it down, please. I found... I found no probable cause. Your cases have been dismissed. The only thing I'm going to counsel you is to be careful. Don't go to parks after hours. Otherwise, they're just going to harass you. Do you understand? Okay. Good luck, man. You're free to go.
And he let him go. I think this judge is an excellent example of what it looks like when the legal system works on itself, right? I'm going to share my concerns here in a second, but from a basic standpoint, this judge looked at it as what it was, right? They didn't do anything wrong. You had no probable cause to search the individuals. So whatever you find from that point actually doesn't matter. If I'm walking down the sidewalk, right, and I'm not bothering anybody, I'm following all of the rules, right, and you decide that you want to just, or maybe I got a ski mask on. Let's put something weird in there, right? I got a ski mask on. I'm walking down the sidewalk. I look suspicious, right? You could ask me questions. Maybe you could ask me where I'm going. I actually don't even have to respond to you. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm just walking down the street with a ski mask on and a backpack. Right? We could argue. I could run from you. At that point, you can tackle me down to the ground and find that I got guns, knives, drugs, and everything else. Right? Legally, you had no reason or right to stop me and search me. So legally, that stuff doesn't exist. Right? And that's how the law is, and that's how the law should be followed. We know it's never followed like that. Any other judge would have looked past the fact that they didn't have any probable cause, right? Or, he would have had a lawyer that would have fought, and he likely would have won, right? But if he didn't have a lawyer or a good lawyer, he would have found himself in some trouble with a loaded gun, right? From a basic standpoint, this judge did an excellent thing, right? To the young man, you have absolutely no reason walking around a gated community with your parents' gun on you and running from the police. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the judge meant when he said, be careful. I know he mentioned, the cops are going to keep harassing you if you're hanging around at night. I feel like the judge was telling him, like, he need to really be careful about the stuff that he's doing. And I would agree. If the judge didn't mean that, I'm telling the young man, there's no reason for you to be walking out in the park with a gun on you. And you obviously felt like you needed to have a reason to run, right? So you was obviously mentally not feeling innocent, right? Even though you didn't do anything wrong legally, you very, 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 very likely could have been shot and killed out there for no reason. Even if you had the gun on you, which I do not think you needed, for whatever reason you felt like you needed to have the gun, if you have a legal right to carry it, it's owned by you or your parents, and you're not up to nothing bad, then there's no reason to run. Just hand the stuff over and tell them, like, hey, this is what it is, and you can deal with the police in the court for stopping you and frisking you and doing everything illegally later on. But running from the police with a gun falling out, be careful. All right. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. I thought this was interesting because this is one of those, like, again, this is one of those situations where legally I agree 100%. I feel like cases should be, judges should follow cases like this. And I get it. I get it. And in a lot of situations with these things adding up, the gentleman may not be up to any good, right? But that's not up to an officer to just decide that someone looks like they're up to no good, right? You have to follow the protocol. That's the only way the legal system is going to work, right? Taking any kinds of shortcuts. I mean, the bad thing about taking shortcuts is, one, you can get it completely wrong and you can hurt someone that's innocent, right? Two, you could actually find someone that's up to no good, and because you didn't take the proper steps, now that individual is back out on the streets being up to no good. If you would have took the proper steps and you would have got them the way you're supposed to, then problem solved, case closed, they get put where they need to be put, and you don't have to worry about trying to catch them a second time, right? We see it in movies all the time. We see that type of stuff in movies and TV shows all the time. Right? Bad guy. If you watch enough crime shows like me, Law and Order and stuff like that, a bad guy sometimes gets off because they try and take shortcuts. And then they got to start the case all over. Right? That kind of stuff actually happens in real life because, you got idiot police. Or I don't even want to say all police in these situations are idiots, but you got police that are trying to, use their quote unquote judgment, but they're breaking the law doing that, right? The laws are in place for a reason. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, this is interesting. Yeah, tap in. Let me know. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.